metal exchange are all on the downside this morning, with the only exception actually being tin being in a positive territory, while actually the rest of the all other base metals are definitely weaker. This, although yesterday evening the US Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell told the Congress that the rates would stay low and that the central bank would maintain actually a strong support for the economy. But those news are not really giving a positive impact to the market, at least so far today on the LME and also earlier on the Shanghai Future Exchange. If we look at the 3 months prices, currently right now copper is losing about 0.9%, trading at $9,170, the 3 months price, while aluminium is losing 0.6%, trading right now at $2,140 a ton. Nickel is losing 0.75%, trading at $19,250. Zinc is losing 1%, trading right now at $2,822 a ton, while lead is losing 1% at $2,105. And as I said, the only base metal being positive this morning is tin, slightly up 0.3%, trading still at very high level of $26,700 a ton. The 3 month price actually with a backwardation of $2,500. If we look at the volumes on the LME, volumes are still very high. We had already this morning at 7:30 a.m. London time more than 16,000 lots traded, mainly of course in copper. We have right now a volume in the copper, a very high volume being traded of more than 12,700 lots. So that's huge. And the other ones with high volumes is still aluminium and also zinc, but copper is definitely leading most of the trading activities so far today. If we look at the precious metals, we can see the spot gold price is also little changed. The ounce is trading at $1,805 per ounce. Silver is also roughly unchanged. The ounce is at $27.62. Platinum is slightly up 0.2%, down I mean, trading at 1,247, while palladium was up 0.3%, trading at $2,365 the ounce. Looking at the currency market this morning, we can see that the US dollar index remains on a back foot. It was quoted this morning at 90.04 points after it was yesterday at 90.02 at the same time, so almost unchanged. This is also what we can see actually on the currency prices. The euro against the dollar is also almost unchanged, trading at 121.62 right now. If we look at the yen against the dollar, it's trading at 105.55, so that's definitely weaker. And the British pound was definitely stronger, trading right now at 1.4179 against the dollars. If we look at the economic calendar, we had already some data coming out in Japan. That was the core consumer price index, which have fell by 0.3% on a year-to-year basis in January. In Germany, we had a reading out of the fourth quarter gross domestic product, the GDP, and that has climbed actually on 0.3%, which is a good indication for a recovery of the German economy, and that besides the fact that severe lockdowns are still actually in place in Germany. Later on we will have some data, actually US data on home sales and also on the crude oil inventories, which could give a slight impact to the market. So basically base metals are still actually most of the part consolidating today after those high recent gains during the last weeks and days. And that is definitely not a surprise after these strong runs which we have seen for the last months. The actually underlying bullish arguments remains definitely in force, but we should not forget that the metals have done a lot on the upside. So some pause, some sideways activities and consolidation are not really surprising and might be also healthy for the market. So a pause or a correction should also let us see how strong actually underlying demand is really in the market, by seeing how far prices pull back and how long they will actually pull back for.